Here I was writing this super cool warding video about all these crazy new warding spots for Chemtech Rift, and then Riot just removes the whole thing. I guess we're doing an updated Season 12 warding video, because look at the views on that bad boy.
Nice.
Hey guys, Raisins here, and in this video I'm going to give you guys a quick updated guide to warding in Season 12. I'm going to be going over some important warding locations, as well as showing you how to do some of the harder ones so you can impress your friends who definitely think warding is cool. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, you know the drill by now. It really does help the channel. Appreciate it. Right into it with some really simple but useful warding locations, rapid fire. Number 1, over this wall in the blue buff jungle for spotting out the enemy jungler when he's on Gromp or on blue. Number 2, Pixel Brush, classic ward, high traffic area, 99% of the time both teams have this brush warded. Number 3, the standard top/bot ward to cover the river. It's a good one to keep in mind as well. Number 4, brush next to banana wall is also a great place for pinks, both aggressive and defensive. Quite often you can leave a pink there and it will be chilling for a very long time. Number 5, the brush in blue buff jungle rarely gets checked in the early game, and if you chuck a cheeky pink in there, that little ward will live a long and healthy life and give you some great vision. Number 6, if you're a top laner, you should really consider using your trinket ward deep in the enemy jungle, either here, or if you think you're going to get lane ganked, maybe here. Also, use a pink for river if you can protect. Next one is a true tragedy. Pour one out for our boy, the deep lane ward, used to initiate the 5-man bot lane crusade at level 4. Of course, I'm joking, because every bot laner in the world is extremely happy that teleport can no longer be used on wards pre-14 minutes. Next up, once you're smashing the game and taking towers, drop a ward in mid lane. Studies show that people who do this are 60% more likely to be successful in life. Also, another idea I just wanted to throw in is if you're hitting level 9 and you're maybe mid or top and you're getting XP at a steady rate, you can swap to blue trinket and use blue trinket off cooldown in small brushes around the enemy jungler's area. All right, this is the section we've all been waiting for. Next up are the wards, which when someone places these, you go. First one, I call this one the I'm losing my lane and might get ganked ward, and it's over this thick ass wall next to your tower in top and bot lane. Basically, when you think you're about to get ganked, you place this. It isn't as good vision as any other ward in river, but it'll get the job done. Just stand here and click here to place it. So for this ward, we're trying to ward from river into tri-brush. It's a really useful ward, especially if you're winning lane. It's really annoying and finicky, but if you follow a couple of rules, you'll get it every time. So you see this little crack in the wall? You're gonna want to click at the edge of the crack on the wall itself. If you do that, you get lodged in the wall. This little blast cone edge, you want to click just to the right of that, and when your cursor is red, boom. Number 3, the same brush, but if you're in lane and you're about to dive. Well, the only way you can do that is by walking into tower range, unfortunately. We want to click on these flowers here, and then there's a little triangle thing here on the tree. You're going to just click on that. It might shuffle a little, but you'll get the ward in. Warding over the wall when you're doing dragon is fine, but what if Lee Sin is in tri-brush waiting to steal it? This is a ward I use a lot in games, and you just need to stand here and click here. Dragon pit to tri-brush. Nice and easy. Now a much more advanced ward from Dragon is this one. This is Dragon Pit to Red Brush. This will take some practice getting used to, but it is well worth it. It's really useful for Dragon or Elder Drake fights, or if the enemy team is going for a steal. So I'm going to walk directly on this spot here, right next to this pillar in the wall, and then I'm going to click roughly in the brush itself. It's green now, so it says it's going in the brush. Your character is just going to walk away. So you actually have to move it slightly before your cursor becomes green, and then you can place the ward. And you're done. Now to Baron Pit. Again, super useful wards. Top of Baron Pit to Tri-Brush. Very helpful for stopping pesky junglers from taking your worm. So you're just going to walk up to this massive crack, put yourself in the crack, and then you click on this flat little area on the left side of this sticky outy stone. So you just click there, and boom, you have a ward. Fortunately, it kind of sucks in this area. It doesn't show anyone here, but you know what? It is what it is. Number 7 is Baron Pit to Red Brush. Another much more difficult ward. Someday, Riot will make Summoner's Rift flat. So you put yourself on the crack here, click directly into the wall, make sure you're as close to the wall as possible. And then you take your cursor and you kind of line it up with the edge of the Scryer's Bloom, and you go up and to the right until it's the left edge of the brush and your cursor turns green. And then you can come back a tiny bit and place the ward. And there you have it. Another really useful ward is this bad boy, which is red buff to behind red. Now, there's a bunch of different places for this ward, so I'm going to show the variation in the wards. Hopefully you enjoyed this bite-sized warding video. If you want detailed explanations on when and how to use these wards, check out my previous warding video for that, as I went more in depth into how to place them and where you should use them. Anyway, happy hunting and see you in the next video.